that was part of that presentation
We
because.
know exact roughly the amount. And it was gonna hit us this soon.
No, that's what I'm saying. I anticipated it, coming in fiscal year '28. It came sooner in FY '26. So going back to that slide, when I presented that, I anticipated the need for us to divert those funds from the educational fund, the operating funds, back into Fund 50, because we had that Miller ratio violation where we had to settle that. And then just based on my information that I had at the time, I knew that there was a possibility for us shifting tiers, but I planned for FY '28 back in March. It came to fruition 2 years sooner.
Okay. So we expect, again, we got the answer that I was looking for as far as EAV going up even a little bit more from the expiration of TIF 3 in Monee and how that would affect our evidence-based funding, which would be minimal, if at all.
Correct, that's my hope, and like I said, we find that out kind of on an annual basis in August because it is contingent upon the EAV of every district and how much funds they receive throughout the state. I believe the overall allocation, when I looked on the spreadsheet, was $30 billion, so the state's gonna chop that up and divide it according to the evidence-based funding formula that they created.
Okay, great.
And it could change.
It could change, yeah. Any other board member?
I just do want to point out that, Brian, you can help me out. I believe in FY '21, we momentarily did go from tier 1 to tier 2. At that time, we only saw an increase in 300 and some thousand from our evidence-based funding. We were able to survive that because, as you guys see from the chart previous to that, we were able to benefit heavily from the ESSER funds. So we have been here before, it's just we don't have these federal grants, or hopefully not a pandemic to that magnitude to help us out again. But as Bill said, it could be a possibility that we go back down to tier 4. Tier 1, I'm sorry. From a budgeting standpoint, I prefer that we plan on being in tier 2, and anything other than that would be considered additional revenue. That's the way I recommend going forward.
Okay, excellent. Any other questions from board members? Because I have a few more, if you don't mind. So, the ESSER funds, so we are clear that any funds that the district will obtain on a temporary basis, or temporary funds or non-sustainable funds such as ESSER funds, will not be used be used on permanent, which we really need permanent revenues, sustainable revenues to, take care of those issues like employees and things like that. We're not going to use temporary funds for permanent positions, right?
That is my philosophy, and I'm in 100% agreement with you, sir.
Okay.
I also, in that presentation in March, I also highlighted our reliance on interest income.
Yes.
So to stay in our 70 fund, which is technically part of our operating calculation to help contribute to our financial profile score.
Yes.
My opinion is that interest income is not a reliable source of revenue. So while it is in that calculation, we need to be cognizant of that as we spend down that debt and those funds are depleted, because then that lessens the amount of interest income we have. And I've taken that into consideration in my projections.
Excellent. And when you said the financial profile and things like that, in sophomore board member, I did promise you, and it just brought to my attention about me sending you that profile. Can you send the board out the state, how they use the profile? It's a link out there. Can you send a link out to the board?
Yeah, I can send that. I can actually
yes,
send
it shows
you
the profile and all of that, the 5 categories, things like that, and how things are weighted, okay?
Yeah, and I
Can
can
you
also
do that?
send you guys the pages for the
Yes.
annual financial report that breaks down the financial profile score and how it's
Excellent,
calculated.
excellent. Okay, so we knocked out a couple of my questions, just a couple more here that I have. Going back to the Miller ratio, that was it just one time or 2 times that we got caught not adhering to that proper ratio?
It was a possibility of 2 funds.
Yeah.
I believe our transportation fund was higher because the fund balance stayed high due to the pandemic, because it encapsulates 3 years, correct, Ryan? 3 years of your average expenditures. Per the advice of Mr. Izzo that helped us out with that, we were able to settle specifically out of the 50 fund and the people that brought the suit to us just went away with the 40 fund because not too sure if their case was strong enough to find a violation of the Miller ratio. And going forward, Brian and I look at the Miller ratio, and we're confident that we would not face the Miller ratio violation in Fund 50 due to us divert those levy funds to the education fund.
Okay, so going forward, you and Brian looked at it, so what can we put in place to keep your future colleagues from doing this? The next assistant superintendent of business. You know it, it's past practice for you, but is it something that says, hey, because I think we end up spending, we kind of negotiated, memory serves me right, about $250,000+.
Yeah, we were being challenged for around
Yeah,
700 and some thousand.
Oh, 700. Was it 750?
We were challenged for 700. We
Okay.
ended up settling for, I believe,
But we ended up
225.
spending about 250.
Right. And as far as your original question, I don't plan on going anywhere. So unless you plan on replacing me.
No,
But,
not at all.
I still
Not
think
at all.
in the
We need-
procedure manual
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
your position, you
Yeah.
could put in there to make sure that we just
Yeah, it's gotta be
you
something in there.
the person in Brian's role would just monitor that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Please.
definitely do that. I mean, that's something that we have put in practice ever since that this has been
You
brought to
guys
our
know it
attention.
again, but we need something in
We can,
place to keep.
In writing.
we can pretty
Exactly.
easily, we've added some quick hits, I will call it, on the monthly financial report. We can just add a Miller ratio update because we do have updated fund balances monthly. Here's our Miller ratio percentage with a note that nothing can be above 200% or whatever.
Yes.
It looks like just every month, it'll be a quick, just update us.
We got some eyes on it.
Yep, yeah,
So
we
that-
can do that, no problem.
So that if you two aren't here, then the next
Yes.
people know what they're looking for when they step into that role.
Absolutely.
And that's something everyone's used to seeing and just,
Yes.
yep, nothing's red.
Yes.
Those percentages are below the threshold we would want. We can do that, no problem.
Yeah, we got those shark lawyers out there looking for opportunities to make a quick buck. And
No offense.
we don't want it to be on our backs. Not you, not Bill, no, you know, you're a good guy. Yeah, you're one of the good guys, okay? You're one of the good guys. And I just want to let the board know there were some concerns I had with this budget, but I had received some good answers prior to this meeting, and I feel pretty good that at the end of the day, when it comes to our state profile, we will be in the recognition category. I really feel. And we will more than likely amend the budget, and we will find legal ways to make things happen in a good way to come under financial recognition by the state of Illinois. So I appreciate it. Brian, thank you so much, and your team, Jason, for doing all you did for this budget.
Thank you.
I gotta
Thanks,
do it,
Brian.
Jamie. Hey, Brian. All right. And so, all right. Is there anything that needs to be taken out? Someone needs to, would like taken out of the consent agenda prior to voting on it?
So we have no new hires in this one?
No, we do have a personnel report with new hires.
So
Because I didn't
four?
see it in here.
Was there 4? Oh, no, that was an FMLA.
Huh?
That was
Yeah.
an FMLA report.
I didn't see it at all in here.
Give me one sec.
Right here.
There should be 7 new teachers on the personnel report.
What page is that? What page?
Hang on a second.
What page is that, Eric?
Hang on. Right here. Personnel report.
Oh, he did it like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not in the consent agenda. It's not in this thing. So is that new that we're moving it to?
It's under 7C.
7C?
7C1.
Right, but, yeah, I didn't see it in here. Let me see.
You were looking back here on our action reports, right?
Right, no, I was looking on the, I downloaded it and I didn't see it. So, where did you go? I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
I just wanted to.
What's the 12?
Yeah. See, oh, yours.
Yeah, so that's why I was doing something there. And then it's down personal.
Okay.
And then I hit this.
I
and
got
then
it.
Then you grow it.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
You
Yep.
know, I need that. Because it used to be just when I could scroll the whole packet and I didn't, it wasn't where I had to go to a separate, look it up like this.
I don't know any other way, so this is.
Okay. Yeah, it used to just be in that packet, the whole, when you download it.
Okay, we good? Good?
Yeah.
Doc? Okay.
It's,
So
at this
hearing
point, it's too late.
nothing that anyone would like to remove from the consent agenda, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as stated?
Moved.
Moved by Bill. Second, I second. Any questions or comments?
Where was the revision of the board policy?
Pardon me?
I think we brought that up.
That was
at
last week.
yeah.
Oh,
I think you guys,
what
I
was
saw
that one
them.
about?
I think for restraint,
What?
yeah,
Restraint of, I'm sorry.
students. I think that's the one we revised.
We talked about that at last week's board meeting?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I'm like, no, we didn't.
Was
We
that
only
at
here
the
for 11
committee, that
minutes.
was at the committee as a whole prior to that?
Yeah, you're testing my memory here, but
We need to get clarification. I thought it was,
It was
It
actually
needed to be
discussed during a
commi-
board meeting, or was it in a board update?
no, it has to be discussed in a board meeting. I thought it was a committee as a whole. It came
well, it
up
was a special board meeting last week,
last
so
week. You guys didn't
let me
discuss
go
this last
back.
week.
Which,
Was it in July?
Yeah. I think
Which-
it was our
which,
last committee as a whole, it was a
which
board
press-
policy.
policy would we review?
It
And I'll go,
says 7/190?
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let me go back and look at that and I'll
I
go back to you.
apologize. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna need that, like,
I think that was in the packet. It was just one statement that had to say a specific word in there that we do restrain children. That was all it was.
yeah, can somebody bring up last,
It
committee
wasn't
as a
last
whole?
week.
I think.
Well, it was a special board meeting last week. I think the
It
policy was in there and it was just one word that got
On the
changed.
special board meeting, last week?
Yes, yes. And it was just one word that
Okay.
got changed.
Can
So
we
it
look at
was,
the agenda and find that? Pull it up, the agenda? Because we got it on here to approve it tonight. Pull up last week's
for
agenda.
which one are we at?
Is it on there? Jason?
I don't see it, but I don't want to speak.
Oh, so you just a
We
bearer
didn't
of
do
there?
any policy revisions last week.
I just keep a folder of it.
No, that's what I saw. I saw the Press Plus.
This
That was
is
the
last
Press
week's.
Plus from last week.
So I think it was in Press Plus stuff that
Okay.
I looked at potentially, but in
Press
the
Plus.
Press Plus 118
One
revisions.
of those was a vision? Go ahead, Doctor.
It was in the Press Plus 118 revisions.
Okay.
Specifically, it did change some language in the policy.
109,
ye-
190?
Yes.
Okay.
It removed some language around recording of others without permission. It also added in number 6, sexting. Talked about corporal punishment is prohibited in all circumstances.
That's it. That's good. Yeah, you can go no further.
And
But
if-
that was a good catch by you, because specifically, we didn't approve 190, but it was in the Press Plus, which we approved.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that was discussed and approved according to my notes on August 5th.
Which was last week.
Right.
Last week.
We talked about,
No, we did not talk
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
I'm
It
like-
was
Not on the
did not.
individual, you,
Oh, okay.
you went to approve the Press Plus under 118 revisions.
Right,
Under that Press Plus, of the 118 revisions, one of the revisions was Board Policy 7:190.
so it is not accurate to say we discussed this at the last meeting though.
We had the opportunity.
You had the
to discuss
opportunity.
we had
it.
the
Oh, okay.
opportunity to
Okay.
Yeah,
discuss
'cause
it.
it's,
Okay.
yeah, you had the opportunity.
Yeah,
Fair
and
enough.
all of those revisions I look at,
Yeah.
I look over with Dr. Cognolese as like a secretary duty thing.
So was that the only board policy from the 118 revision that we went to revise personally out of our board policies? The 109. So we approved the Press Plus 118 revisions last week. And one of those revisions was brought to us tonight, which is 7:190 that we're looking to approve. Was there any other specific board, to your recollection, or Dr. M over the season, to be approved at a later date or something? Why was this one just specifically brought out? That's all.
Well, I said, like I said, this one, from what I believe, I'm trying to, which number are we on for tonight?
7A3.
Okay, so
783.
again, this one, and I don't have my computer here, this one I think was specifically talking about the holds.
And the other ones we didn't because they're like changes that happen with like legal wording
Okay.
and stuff that doesn't have any impact on,
This has actual impact.
yeah.
So it added the word, like Dr. Eric said, it's adding the word, if you're sexting, there's a consequence.
Mhm.
Corporal punishment, there's a consequence. So that's why it was a major change.
Okay.
Adding that
goodness.
verbiage in there.
Or at least when I looked at the other Press Plus stuff, nothing seemed like it was,
Substantive, yeah.
yeah,
As highlighted or
correct.
impacting is that.
Right.
Okay.
Although
So,
Mr. Gleason's face says no.
When I deal with board policy 7:190, it's the search and seizure policy. So, but it's got a lot of other things in there. So it would make sense that you'd be talking about holds.
It was just
It's-
one
it's
word that
slightly-
was in
I
there.
think it's the title, Students' Rights and Responsibilities. So you're talking about maintaining discipline. There's a newer statute that came out that reiterated what they told us 30 years ago, which is we don't corporally punish students. So I know press has been updating that. And the only other thing I can think of is the dichotomy in the special ed atmosphere about whether you're using like certain types of restraints.
Right, because I think, you know, we talked with Courtney Stillman on this, and there was a piece that we needed to put in there. They had some addendums in there before, and we just had to put in there per school code. That's what I did.
okay. So we have this separate policy was sent to us separate? No.
This was just in our updates
Oh, the
for this
updates.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in there.
It was in there. Janine, you feel okay?
I'm good, thank
You
you.
good? Okay. Well, good catch and good clarification. And thank you, Dr. M and Jason, for the support. And Bill, as always, your knowledge on these policies. All right. So we got a motion. We got a second. Do we go ahead and approve it before Dr. Cognolese read it off, or do we have you read it off first? You feel up to it? Reading all these numbers and then
Read it first.
read it first.
All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Under Superintendent, approve special meeting minutes of August 5th, 2025. 2, approve Crete Monee High School fireworks contract. And again, I think this is just a reminder that this is just to have it on our school grounds. Number 3, approve revision to Board Policy 7:190. Underneath business, item 1, approve Board of Education financial report. Item 2, approve a payment of $999,360 to Ridgeford Roofing Company for work completed at Crete Elementary. Item 3, approve a payment of $1,070,000 $73,575.40 to Bear Construction for work done at the high school. Item 4, approve a payment of $2,374,610.50 to Burden Jones for construction at Crete Monee High School. For a personnel report, approve the personnel report consisting of approving certified staff employment, reassignment, resignation, educational support staff employment, and resignation. Item 2, approve the 25-26 superintendent goals. For D, teaching and learning, here we go. Number 1, approve the 25-26 Crete Monee High School School Improvement Plan. Item 2, approve the 25-26 Crete Monee Middle School School Improvement Plan. Item 3, approve the 25-26 Curtis Scott King Magnet School and University Park School Improvement Plan. Item 4, approve 25, it should be 25-26 on that one, Crete Elementary School Improvement Plan. Item 5, approve the 25-26 Early Learning Center School Improvement Plan. Item 6, approve the 25-26 Monee Elementary School Improvement Plan. Item 7, approve the 25-26 Talala in Park Forest School Improvement Plan. Item 8, approve 25-26 Balmoral Elementary School Improvement Plan. And that concludes the report.
Okay, so prior to voting, we need to make the minor change on number D, Delta. Number 4, approve 2025 to 2025-2026. That needs to be changed. Number 4, Delta to 2026. Okay? And, we got that captured in the minutes? Okay. All right. Any other questions or concerns? If not, Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Mr. Sawalish?
Aye.
Ms. Woolfolk?
Aye.
Dr. Hall?
Aye.
Ms. Sunburst says an aye.
We need to take that out. That one's
Mr.
unneeded.
Gallegos?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Okay, aye. Motion carry. Okay, motion carried. Under number 8, action report, Alpha, both number 1 and number 2. Number 1, we're not going to be.
We are no longer in need of that.
No longer in the need of that action item. So do we need a motion to approve that, or?
No, you just skip it.
You just skip
You don't
it?
take action.
No action on number 8, Alpha, number 1, and as well as 8, Alpha, number 2. Do we postpone that?
2 is probably, I think you guys, the way I understood the conversation is you're considering tabling it to a later meeting. So that
Okay.
would probably be a motion to table.
Okay.
Because some folks may want to vote on it tonight and other people might want to table it. So I think the appropriate
Yeah.
thing to do is to have the motion to table and see if it passes.
I agree. So until we get clear, some answers to some board members' questions, I think it's prudent for us to postpone it or table it, put it to the side for a future vote. Do I need a motion for
Yeah,
that
you
to do
asked
it?
for a motion to table.
Okay, so I would like a motion to table number 8, Alpha, number 2, for reasons given.
So moved.
Moved by Jamie. Second by Alex. Oh, I thought you was home for dinner or something. You still out there. Okay, any questions or concerns? If not, roll call, please, Madam Secretary.
Dr. Hall?
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish?
Aye.
Ms. Woolfolk?
Aye.
Ms. Sunburst says an aye. Mr. Gallegos?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye, motion carry. Do we have any old business? Here. Hearing none, new business. Hearing none as well. Number 11, closed session. We do have a reason to go in closed session for the setting of a price for sale or lease of property owned by the public body. Do we need to still discuss that? Do we want to close? I didn't think we was going to do that.
I don't think we need to now.
Okay. So, going into closed session for the reason of litigation when an action against affecting or on behalf of a particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis for the findings shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting. Section 5, Illinois Compiled Statute number 120/2, in parentheses C, C is in Charlie, in parentheses 2. That's Roman numeral, is that 2 or 11? Roman numeral 1-1?
It's 2C11. Yep.
2C11, 2 Charlie 11. So I'm asking for a motion to go into closed session for those reasons given.
Moved.
Moved by Bill, second by Janine. Questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call please, Madam Secretary.
Mr. Swalish,
Aye.
Ms. Wolfolk,
Aye.
Dr. Hall,
Aye.
Zeit Stumbers is an aye. Mr. Gallegos,
Aye.
Mr. Brown,
Aye. We will be in closed session, how long? How long?
20 minutes.
Motion carried. And we will be in closed session for roughly 20 minutes, and we will take no further actions after that. Thank you, public, for joining us. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your night.